Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Afro Luigi and we are back in X Rebirth. Last week I finished, today I'm just going to be talking, all I'm going to do is I'm going to fly around looking for escort missions to do. I'm working towards getting that achievement just so I can get out of the way because I like collecting the little badges. Well, I like getting the little achievement things. So anyways, what we're going to be talking about this week is what I've been up to. Last week I finished X to the Threat, and we'll be starting X3 Reunion, which I'll talk about more in that series. Just a heads up, I am very nostalgic about that game, and I'll be explaining why in the series itself. As for other games, I've been me and my friend have been getting together. We've been talking about doing. Me and a real life friend have been sitting down together. Well, not sitting down. We've been doing it over instant messaging, but we've been talking about doing some cooperative. Well, I guess the word would be collaborations with different series and stuff. I'd say it's still too early to announce, but we're planning on getting some stuff out together. We've got one, maybe two series planned. So I'll keep you up to date on well, this is probably the only announcement I do. The next announcement will probably be, hey, look, this is so-and-so, and we're doing this together. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to it. So, here we go, escort mission. Escort needed. All the way up there.
Great. I knew this job was for you.
And let's head over there.
Unfortunately, we're rather short of funds.
That's been happening. Actually, that's the first time that's happened in a bit. There we go.
Engaged.
Did I check the difficulty of this mission actually? Because I've been trying to stick to the easier ones, because the other ones you get overwhelmed in ships. Oh, it's just an easy one. Okay. Yeah, I am working my way towards the achievement. I think you need like 20 ship escort missions done, and I've done 10 successfully. As for my idea for a hard mode series, depending on what happens with me and my friend doing the collaborations, I may not be doing the hard mode series right away. I may wait till after I'm all caught up on the X Universe games or another huge patch that changes my remaining issues with the game. Whoops. Just a fun. And boom.
Someone has a big grudge against Teladi. I do not understand.
I think in that case it was because the Teladi aren't supposed to be in this area. Teladi are supposed to be over in Omicron Relay, Albion Space, and the Field of Opportunity system. So he was definitely up to something. Oh. So, I guess I could talk a bit more about the reunion. It was the actually, I'll go over this in this series, and I'll go over it again in X3 for people who don't watch this series as much. Actually, this is one of my more popular ones, so actually I'll save that for the X3 discussion for X3 reunion.
We really appreciate your delivery of our station from those raiders.
Somebody likes us a little better now.
Actually, yeah, I think I'll wait till after the next big patch before I switch to the hard mode series for this, because I've been paying attention, and there's two. I've mentioned a couple times before. There's two threads on the Egosoft forums that I've been following. They're official behind-the-scenes look. One about the scripting language, and that guy just clipped into a station. So I'm gonna go tell you to patrol.
Oh, sir, can I help you? Affirmative.
And I'll head over to the next system just to let ships clipped away. But yeah, those two. One of them scripting language, where I think the most recent discussion was about the Linux port they're working on, which for Linux users is, well, for Linux fans of the series, it's great news. What's really exciting for me is the other behind the scene thread is the one where they talk about the one that's been a lot of talk about the process behind ship design and design of stations as well. And the next patch, it looks like, is going to have 2 or 3 new Terran ships, mining vessels in particular, which is something that wasn't in the original release, which is lore-wise, it's the only thing the Terrans have, is trade cargo ships and mining ships. with a few token destroyers. What is that?
Transmitting transmitting new coordinates to following ships.
But yeah, so mining ships will be a fun thing, which will come in handy for my next playthrough when I build up this system. What I'm really waiting for is more Terran stations, a way to actually rebuild the economy. But I have a funny feeling they're not going to do that, just because the Canterans aren't supposed to have the tech for that. They're supposed to be like an agriculture mining colony, so why would they have the blueprints to make fusion reactors and the like? So I may just stick with Albion ships, just because Cantaran stations are probably a long ways off. And even if they do come out, I'll have Argon stations that'll be able to provide everything DeVries needs. But yeah, the few things I'm still waiting for is the improved small ship AI and the manager AI. Which in the current game is something I can live with, but I'd rather have something else. Like it's been talked about on the forums, but I talked about AI blacklist and whitelist, so like you can assign certain freighters to only trade certain things. Like I'd like my cargo transports to not transport food rations, it's just because, well, I don't need them to. The Canterans provide me all the food I need. And also, one thing I will be doing in my next playthrough, which I'm definitely going to record at some point, is the more I talk about it, the more I'm thinking I should just get it over with. Ooh, whoa.
Transmitting new coordinates to following ships.
I probably shouldn't have left. How's that M doing over there? It's being attacked by Cantaran ships. I'll head over there and finish it off. So apparently when ships spawn for missions, they spawn in the highways. Yeah, I remember in X3 Terran Conflict, at least, when doing station protect missions, the AIs would actually spawn on the other side of the nearest jump gate, so you could actually jump to that jump gate to the other far side of it, and actually head off the attack before it even arrived in the system. Didn't do that very often, especially for the harder missions with faster ships. Here we go. We've arrived at the Gushing Springs. Oh, let's get the Phoenix after me. And heading through the highway to finish this protect mission. So actually, that's well in-game. In this save game, that's all I've actually really been doing is doing missions to continue on my construction projects. For example, I've been upgrading the URV station. Ooh, 402. Mine. And there. That's the Rahana's doing. Which would be the final station of my production line. But yeah, I haven't really been saving up a lot of money. But I'm getting really bored with the save game, and really bored with the save game and kind of annoyed at my own mistakes, of course, because I didn't defend the H2O additives fact in Omicron Luray, and I didn't defend the Metalworks Yard in Baronheart Unmet Promise, which resulted in their construction vessels being destroyed, so I need to buy new construction vessels for them. So in my next save, I'll make sure all my stations that aren't in Glaring Truth, not Glaring Truth, yeah, Glaring Truth, are protected with stations. How's Milton Archon been doing? Actually, I've been keeping an eye on them. He still has his construction vessel. You don't have a construction vessel, but you're finished, I think. Not exactly. And you have your construction vessel. So yeah, I definitely need at least one destroyer per zone to protect them. How's the... Is it not spawned yet? No, they haven't spawned yet. So that's one thing I'm going to have to pay attention to next time, because in this save game I just focused on the forced expansion, rapid expansion, to try to meet the DeVries economy's needs. In the next save game I'm going to have to do it much more carefully, make sure everything's protected, with one station, maybe a fighter wing or two, lots of drones. It's just to prevent that from happening. That way I don't end up wasting money. But definitely the first thing I'm going to build in my next save game, rather than going through this huge list of stations, because what I did in this save is I started with, for those of you who haven't been keeping up or have just forgotten, I started with the arms tech fab, thinking it would be able to produce the reinforced metal I needed for all these other stations. What ended up happening is it ended up using the reinforced metal plating for, I think, metal. What did it use it for? It ended up using it, and it used it in something. Yeah, here we go. Force field projectors used it. Turrets used it. Scanner arrays didn't. But shields and turrets used reinforced metal plating, and that ended up stopping the arms tech fab from producing the reinforced metal I needed. So what I'm going to be doing next time is, instead of focusing straight away on the arms tech fab, so I could, which will probably be an early thing I focus on just so I can defend my stations, is I'm going to go straight for a construction shop instead, which will produce everything which it's one of its guaranteed products is the reinforced metal plating, which is needed for everything else. Uh-oh. Ah. Hopefully I didn't lose a lot of... Let's see how I did. Thankfully there's only the two, There. How's my, charge doing? Okay, didn't lose any hull, just shields. Actually, let's bring up the info menu. Okay, it's good. I just wasn't paying attention. So, now that I've made all the mistakes I'm going to make, I now know what I need to do to not make any. Yeah, I'm just going through and double checking. So yeah, this save game I made my mistakes. My second save is going to be a lot... Well, it better have less mistakes. But for the hard mode playthrough, I'm not going to be reloading as much, I'm planning. Just live with my mistakes if I make any. If I die, I'll reload. I'm not going to do a dead is dead. Just a hard mode, live with my mistakes. If I send a ship to its death, it stays dead. Which will be an interesting save. I tried doing that once in oh, sorry. Sorry about that. No, that was my phone. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, unimportant. Nah, that's actually not very professional, me checking my text messages while recording, but this episode's not very professional. I was just be rambling about how I've been doing things. Oh, I've been looking at mods. I don't think I'm going to do any modding yet. There's a couple interesting mods out there. There's one mod I'm debating using, and it's the one that adds crystals and the gases to this system here, just so I don't need to secure Bleak Pebble. Speaking of which, how have my stations in Bleak Pebble been doing? Crystal Supplier has its construction vessel. It is a bit damaged. It doesn't have any cargo drones, though. That was my own mistake, though. How's the other one? Crystal Supplier and the Cell Fab, right. Oh, the Crystal Supplier lost its mining vessel. That'd either be the Reavers that did it, or Plutarch. Actually, no, Plutarch hasn't been attacking my assets anymore, so it was definitely Reaver attacks. So that's another thing. Hopefully the Terran vessels have better defenses. Either that or I just give them a pile of drones when I build them. Especially with the plot station, I'll have a lot of cheap drones that are easy to make. Because I think the plot drone production only uses integrated URV forge. Here we go. The URV forge only, the only odd resource out. The only resource you'd be buying would be these two, which isn't bad. And still sell them for a profit. What is with those two you guys see that on my main map? The fighters just off to the right randomly. So, where's our destination? I think we are going Let's slow down, actually. And we're going to see where our destination is for this mission. Briefing. We are going... Okay, we are going there. That was right. It's number 6, 15 race, plot course. But I kind of like my... I'm still enjoying the game. It just... The save... mistakes I've made have been bugging me, so I'll be going through and fixing those up. Maybe I'll start that this week. I'm holding off because, once again, I'm waiting for patches and stuff. But it's getting to the point where I'm just making excuses and slacking at this point.
Entering 15 rays.
Transmitting rendezvous point now.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll probably play on my own enough to get the... I'll probably keep this save game just for my own uses so I can keep doing the achievements. Because I really don't feel like doing escort missions in hard mode. That would be a pain, to say the least. What are you doing? It's strafing. Why is it strafing? This is odd. Maybe if I nudge it?
Disengage.
Did that do something? That is weird. It seems to be definitely heading somewhere, though. Where's it going? Let's follow it in. That'll be easier to tell. It's heading down to the middle station, it seems. It's definitely moving slower than normal, though, so I'll grab another mission while I'm here.
Disengage.
There's the Phoenix arriving on the map. Normally when in dogfights I use escort needed, another one it looked like.
How many times do I need to ask?
Once, if it's a good mission. Medium difficulty. 1 million credits, I'll take it.
Well, at least I don't have to go looking again.
Love how polite you are, considering I've maxed out my rep with the Canterans, and this guy's definitely a Cantaran. John for Space. I like the little rep boosts from the trading as well. That's a nice little feature, because that was something from old X games.
Hello, sir. Can I help you? Understood.
I see 2 Xenon ships, and there's a third. So I'll have to make this quick. Where's number 3? Let's switch map mode so I can see better. Okay, strafing ship is... This ship here was strafing, but now it's not. Guess it was just waiting for the Xenon to show up. But it was weird. Anyways, this episode's going to come to a close. I didn't do much at all besides a bit of rambling. And I did mention that, yes, starting up X3 reunion... starting X3... yeah, it's X3 reunion, starting that up this week. As well as I'm working on a couple... I've got...
I don't know if the station would have made it without your help.
Me and my friends are planning to play another game. One which he's learning, the other one just for fun. Oh, well, he'll need to learn how to play both of them, but the other one is definitely more serious. One of them is definitely more serious than the other, and involves a bit more work. Which I think when I left him to start, when I started recording this, he was in that game learning, I presume, or fooling around crashing into things, which is what he was doing last time. Which may have just given a little hint of what we're talking about doing. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Well, and the new series I'm working on. Bye. And maybe next time I play this game it'll be hard mode. I'm going to shut up now. Bye.